Hey, Sarit, do you ever have that moment between dinner and bedtime where you just want to eat just because?
Did I ever have that moment? Come on.
I call this the nighttime snack monster.
The snack attack.
Eliza Schlesinger's Party Goblin. That's what it makes me think about. The Party Goblin. Anyways, yes, the nighttime snack monster is the monster that comes out when you are finished eating dinner and before you go to bed. Comes to visit and he's like, hey, don't you think it's probably a pretty cool idea if we just kind of snack on some things before you go to bed tonight?
Just a little bit, just like a thin brownie.
Like a Pop-Tart. Like, some fun.
Popcorn.
Popcorn, Pop-Tart,
Cereal.
little brownie. What else?
Peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter, bread.
Protein ice cream.
Bread, desserts. All right. So look, this is a real issue. We know personally, firsthand, because we both struggle with it. And I'll be honest, there's sometimes I still feel like it. I don't even know what it is. That time of day, I think, is the devil's time of day. Because when you finish eating dinner and you're like, I'm done. And then before you go to bed, you're like, well, for some reason now I want to eat a bunch of stuff, right? Okay, we're going to treat this like a confessional, okay? In the comments, I want to see what are your go-tos between dinner and bedtime, okay?
Pastor Erin wants to see.
Okay, but our goal here is to help you overcome the discussion, we will call it, between you and the nighttime snack monster. Okay? So here's how the conversation looks. You be them, and I'll be the snack monster. Okay?
You gotta put this on your head or something.
All right. This is what the snack monster looks like. Can't show his face. Okay? Can't show his face. It actually has 2 eye holes. All right, this is what it looks like, a ghost. Ooh, scary snack monster. Okay. Yoo-hoo.
Who are you?
Yoo-hoo.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It doesn't matter who I am. Doesn't a Pop-Tart sound nice right about now?
Yeah, but isn't it gonna make me feel...
I mean, bedtime is coming up, so the day's about to end. You might as well get in your snacks before the day's over.
A Pop-Tart sounds so good right about now.
Yeah, we should probably just do that together, shouldn't we?
Just one bite wouldn't hurt.
So it's like this conversation of like...
Just one bite.
Like, what can I have? Okay, have you ever gone like perusing through the cupboards because you're like, I know I want to eat something, but also like I'm trying to lose weight, so like I have to find the thing that I can eat that doesn't have a lot of calories, or like
so
I'm
then
not
you're
going to feel bad
eating
about.
3 things as you're picking what then you're gonna eat.
But what you try to go for healthy stuff first. You're like, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have celery with some peanut butter, and then the celery with peanut butter turns into like peanut butter with like raisins, and then peanut butter with raisins turn
celery
into like
with hummus.
Yeah, just or whatever it is, and it's just like unnecessary snacking. And so, okay, there's I know of 2 ways to overcome this, but you might have additional. So I want you to start with yours.
I would recommend this is the hardest thing about it is that you'll want to start small. Okay, just go for a better then.
Wait, you won't be tempted to start small, but we're saying you want
to. Okay, so for example, like what is the thing that you have every night? Let's say if you have 1 bag of popcorn. Okay, what if you have like 3/4 of the bag and then toss the rest out? Okay, like that way you're making incremental changes instead of changing the whole thing, because the longer when the monster still lives in your house, the longer you try to shut it, the louder it screams at you.
That's so true. Like the more you try to avoid it, you gotta get the eyes right. The more you try to avoid it.
This is hilarious.
Gina!
You've been ignoring me.
Okay,
I'm not as cute as you.
so
You make a really cute
I twisted
toast.
it. The more you try to avoid it, the harder it like comes at you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a hard time with like portion control, so you're talking about like maybe just eat 3/4 of the bag and then toss the rest out. Toss out 1/4 of the bag first. And then when you finish the bag, you're like, I finished the bag. And you're gonna be like, this isn't gonna help me lose weight. But when you stick to something that you say you're gonna do, but you still get the thing that you want in that moment, two things happen. You're satisfied because you got the thing that you wanted, but you also know that you stuck to your word. And the more you do that, the more confidence that builds. So that is the purpose of starting small. You might not think that it's gonna make a lot of changes. And to be honest, externally, it might not. You probably won't be losing weight by only cutting out 1/4 of the popcorn that you eat if you're eating an entire bag, especially if that bag is like a highly processed bag of popcorn with like white cheddar cheese or something on it, okay? However, in the long run, like we're playing the long game here, which is not sexy, but if sexy diets and things like that worked, you wouldn't be watching this video still trying to lose weight, okay? So hear us out. By starting small, you set yourself up for success to continue building on top of that. So that's a great point.
Yeah, and I'll go for a better than. So for example, like, you know, let's say if you have an affair with Ben from Ben and Jerry's. Let's go for like a better than thing ice cream. Even if it's like a protein ice cream, like a Halo Top. Okay, like you're still feeding the same pattern, so the ghost is satisfied. Okay. However, what you're putting in your body is better. Do know that with regards to both of these strategies, there is a progression beyond that. This is just where you start. Okay. Like 1 year from now, you will not be successful by doing that same thing, from continuing that same pattern. 1 year from now, you'll not be successful by, you know, just giving up 1/4 a bag of popcorn. However, it's about showing yourself that you can make progress while having less resistance. What that does is it increases your belief in your ability to continue to do things that are more difficult when they will get more difficult, because they will get more difficult. But if you believe more and if you're more empowered, your ability to want to show up and to continue to show up when things get hard is going to be a lot easier and a lot more realistic. And this is a long haul game.
Amen. And so one of the things is just building discipline, right? So, you know, this is how to build discipline slowly over time. Now, look, Sarit and I did not live our lives the way that we do today 5 years ago, even 2 years ago.
Even a year ago.
We've just built up, and the momentum begins to carry you forward. So you have to trust that when you do start small, if you continue to make progress over time, you'll look back and be like, oh my gosh, if I would have asked myself back then, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, if I would be able to have the discipline that I have now, there's no way I would have believed you. But because what I was doing at the time I could fathom, it was possible. If right now you cannot fathom having the discipline to go to a party and literally not eat any of the bullshit that's there, not even a bite, then that is not where you're starting. Don't try to force yourself to start there. Okay, so this is becoming a different conversation. But the other thing is making sure that you eat enough throughout the day. Cravings that we have for things often are our body saying that we need something. Now, sometimes it's just your mind playing a game on you, but sometimes it's like, you know, you haven't eaten much throughout the day, and so of course you're really hungry. And when you're really hungry, your decision-making skills go down. And you're just like, because if you're ravenous, then you are more likely to make a decision to eat something that is anything, right? You're like, I will eat anything. So making sure you eat enough throughout the day, making sure that you're making progress on, the quantity of the snacks that you're having, improving the quality of those snacks.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first one that you said too?
Just a little bit less.
A little bit less, better quantity.
Better quality.
Yes, sorry. Discipline and feeding yourself throughout the day. So hopefully that is helpful for you in your conversation with the snack monster. And we look forward.
You're gonna do it again.
We look forward to hearing about the progress that you're making with this. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, it's okay. Now's your chance. Hit the subscribe button. I think it's somewhere up there. And what that means is you're awesomer. And also, if you hit the notification bell, then you will be notified every time we drop a new YouTube video. And our goal is to help you and serve you, and we are on a mission to transform the lives of millions, and we will, through the same movement, nutrition, and lifestyle habits that have transformed ours. Every time you join me on that, it sounds so cheesy.
It is cheesy. We are cheesy. Cheesy like cheese.
Wow. Okay, so have a blessed day, night, morning, coffee time, date time, wherever you're at in the world. We love you.
And we believe in your ability to rid yourself of the pantry monster.
See you next
To your
time.
freedom.